Let's check in again with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy at the Black Desert Resort, our new newsroom and weather center down there. Wow, looking good down there, Alana.
It's gorgeous. It's really a really nice Wednesday, Brian, throughout the state. We were just talking Great Salt Lake. I heard you talk about the South Arm and the North Arm. For folks, that South Arm is the blue one, the North Arm is the pink one. Love to see those levels go up, and it was a good snowpack here. The snow pretty much gone from the southern Utah mountains as a look around, but we've got lots of sunshine and above average spring warmth. Right now, temperatures sitting in the 80s, 84 degrees in St. George, and we know the southwesterly winds are cranking. You notice it out there. It's been breezy in southern Utah throughout the week, but the southwesterly winds will continue to impact northern Utah, cranking our daytime highs just a little bit. 78 right now in Salt Lake, not ruling out another degree or two here as we close out the day. Mid-70s in Cache Valley, upper 70s in the Basin. It's really pretty out there. Above average warmth, 80s over in Moab. We're also seeing that near Lake Powell. And of course, here in St. George, mix of 70s along the I-15 corridor. Very pretty day, but changes are coming. This is a little bit of a warm before the storm. We get two systems that are going to be changing things up. Live view from Ensign Peak. Even the additional cloud cover gives you the indicator that changes are brewing. It's a little more moisture brought in by that southwesterly flow. As you take a look, you're going to notice the satellite radar. And the satellite radar is showing the cloud cover that started over the spine of Utah, the mountains, and then really started to expand, tracking to the east. Clear conditions in other areas, but a few clouds floating through today. We knew it would be the warmest day for the Wasatch Front this week, and it's going to hold steady with that. But here come the changes. As we look at our wind gusts, you're able to see double digits in central and southern Utah, heavily impacted by southwesterly flow. Also on the eastern side of the state along the Wasatch Front, just a light breeze with upper 70s. Very, very pretty spring day. Changing it though, here we go. As we take a look, our upper level futurecast shows us the high pressure that has brought the warmth throughout the week. Notice how that's kind of tracking off to the east, moving out of the area. A slow moving upper level low hits the desert southwest, meanders towards the Beehive State. So we're looking at a prolonged period of unsettled conditions. As that lifts to the northeast and moves out of the area, we just call this other trailing system, hey buddy, come on down from the Pacific Northwest. That's what happens, and that's why we keep a reinforcing shot of cooler air and wet weather for your weekend. Forewarning you now, those changes and wet weather will stick around. That upper level futurecast gives you a really good idea, that broad view of what's happening. Storm threat for tomorrow, the entire state. It's a general thunderstorm risk with the cold front coming through. We'll have the lift, and the dynamics could be there. Eyes to the skies type of Thursday. Looking at the futurecast, it's walking you through Wednesday with the cloud cover. Thursday, we get the storms popping. Daytime heating going to aid in some of that storm development. Notice how it's spread out throughout the state. We continue to see it over the I-15 corridor heading into early Friday morning. Wet weather is there. More widespread showers are expected on our Friday. So we're going to see valley rain and mountain snow. Look at all that moisture by Friday evening. It expands into the West Desert, central Utah, and down south. And hold on, because Friday into Saturday, our trailing system comes in. Here we are into Saturday, and we continue with those active skies. We're talking snow above 7,500 feet and rain in our valleys. How much rain? Well, looks like a soggy system here over the next couple of days. Accumulation anywhere from 1/4 of an inch all the way up to an inch. The model going higher in some locations, so we'll see what happens, but this will be a nice dose of spring moisture. As we take a look at the temperatures for tomorrow, they start to dip. So the warmth is there today, and the cold front comes through upper 60s before the front passes, and then temperatures cooling off. We've been in the high 80s all week in Washington County, mid 70s expected. So if this above average warmth isn't your cup of tea, here come the changes. 7-day in St. George, showing a few days in the 70s with the chance of an isolated shower before a warming trend as we head into next week. The Wasatch Front, similar. Here we go. We get the 60s and then the 50s. That's below average. So that reinforcing shot of cooler air with that trailing system drops our temperatures, keeps wet weather, but it looks like the 70s make a nice comeback early into next week. So an active pattern ahead and a big shift in the weather scene. We do our best to keep you posted as these systems evolve. Brian, back to you.